We have seen the sign for months that says the future home of Hard Rock Casino. Well, we're about to take that future off that sign and make the downtown casino the home of Hard Rock. And the person in charge of that move is George Goldhoff, president of Hard Rock. George, thanks so much for being with us.
Hey, Betsy. Good to be with you today. Thank you.
Before we start talking about the casino and some of the particulars, let's talk about your family. You have some family ties to this area. Tell us a little bit about that.
I certainly do. My great-grandfather, Abraham, moved to Cincinnati in the 1880s from Lithuania. My grandfather and his brothers had shops here. They were tailors and retailers and They were tailors and they sold clothing. My dad was born here. He went to University of Cincinnati and got his bachelor's and master's at University of Cincinnati, went to Ohio State to get another advanced degree, a PhD, met my mom who was from Columbus, and they got married. So I feel as if this is home, although I had never lived here before.
But you have now lived here for quite some time. You've been here several months, even before the opening of the new casino downtown. So what are your impressions so far about especially downtown living and the way that you see downtown rebounding now after this last year?
That's right. So my wife, Justina, and I are empty nesters. Our three children have moved out of the home. And previous to having children, we lived together and were married in New York City. And really loved city living and that type of thing. And so while we were looking, we were intrigued with over the Rhine. We hadn't heard of that before. So we did some research. We looked at some homes, and we ended up settling not far from Washington Square Park on Race Street. Mm-hmm. And we absolutely love it. It's cool, it's funky, it's improving. The entertainment is great. The food and beverage is wonderful. We go to the park with our dogs. We love downtown living. Able to walk to the supermarket, walk to the pharmacy. I walk to work to and from work every day. It's great not having to drive.
Why do you think that it's really important, especially for the casino, to have that kind of a vibrant entertainment area as well as a vibrant residential area downtown?
Well, part of Hard Rock's philosophy is to invest in the community. And so I know the previous owners were active with philanthropic efforts, but we made it our attitude was there's so much work to be done with the community within a 10-block radius of the front doors of our property that we really wanted to get involved with the community, whether it was with the food bank or Prince of Peace Church or the Mayor's Challenge and beautifying the neighborhood. We knew that we wanted to, and again, part of Hard Rock's mottos and values around the world in all 70 countries that we operate are to support the communities in which we live and work. And so we're just living out our values.
So let's talk specifically now about the casino. What will we see different at the downtown casino besides obviously the signage and the name change? What's going to stand out for visitors?
Well, the first that I need to mention is that we're going to have a Hard Rock Cafe. Of course, we have 175 Hard Rock Cafes across the globe, and Cincinnati will be we'll have the newest Hard Rock Cafe beginning in middle to late June. The cafe is going to have a few different components. We'll have a raised platform with a very large bar. We're going to have a la carte dining. We're going to have a private area that will hold up to 80 people. We'll have outdoor seating on our balcony patio. Once the sports book legislation passes, we're certain it will, we're actually designing and building a sports book. And of course, we're going to have entertainment 3 to 4 days a week and all of the wonderful memorabilia that you can remember when you've visited a Hard Rock cafe, hotel, or casino in your past.
You touched on this a little bit earlier about the values that Hard Rock as a company, as a corporation have. And I think that, we're so used to seeing on those t-shirts that you mentioned, we're so used to seeing the slogan, love all, serve all, take time to be kind, save the planet. So many of those slogans that you have within the corporation that really you try very hard to have your employees follow. Why do you think that it's just so important for the employees in particular and the organization as a whole to really follow those guidelines and really be part of your communities?
Well, every company has a set of philosophies, or in our case, mottos. The ones I've all of the ones that you've just mentioned, all is one, love all, serve all, take time to be kind, and save the planet, are really universal themes that everybody understands and gets behind. It really depends on the company and how we live those values. We truly have a genuine care for others, and we show care and respect and dignity to our community in which we work, our guests, to create that loyal bond that we want to connect with our guests, and particularly with our team members. We really are showing respect, that we support them. We want to hire the best. We want to be able to develop them and give them opportunities within our company. Save the Planet is, it has really taken on a lot of meaning, I would say, over the course of the last decade. But mind you, these mottos were the original mottos that the founders brought into existence 50 years ago in 1971, June 14th, 1971. And we're approaching our 50th year anniversary on that date. We're going to have a big party like Hard Rock really knows how to do. But getting back to our mission and our mottos, it's really, it's also talking the talk. It's about being honest, telling the truth, telling people where you stand, and supporting, again, the community, our guests, and our team members.
So you mentioned team members. You're getting ready to gear up for that grand opening coming up this summer. So what opportunities are there for team members?
We are in the midst of a recruitment and hiring phase right now. And once we have recruited and hired, we help develop our team members. We put them through a 3-day orientation. We train them on something we call Walk This Way, which is brand immersion into our company. And we have over 300 positions available right now, and everything from a compliance specialist to servers, bartenders, dealers, cooks, just about across the board. And so we're really excited, and we've had some great success over the course of the last 4 to 6 weeks recruiting.
As I mentioned, you have been here for several months now getting ready for this launch. What is the one thing that you're looking forward to the most when that ribbon is cut, you can open the doors, and it is truly Hard Rock? What are you looking forward to?
Well, we've been living in a little bit of a limbo state for a while. Of course, I've been here since December 1st, 2019, and then shortly thereafter, we closed our doors. We had a great amount of momentum going into March, and then of course we had the global
Mhm.
malady, and we were closed for 98 days. We reopened, but with a lot of restrictions, and then in November we implemented additional restrictions with a curfew. And then the curfew was lifted in February. And so we've really have been recruiting, marketing, uh, developing our team, reaching out to the community, talking to our loyal guests. So we have 2 feet on the gas right now, but we aren't a Hard Rock. Once we open up, we have all of the wonderful memorabilia. We're going to unveil a beautiful 30-foot guitar out in front of our front door, pending approval from the zoning board, of course, from the city. Uh, we will truly be a Hard Rock, and we are living, uh, the Hard Rock life inside of our building, but we're going to be able to provide that promise to everybody in our region and really attract from a larger pool further away, and support the city, support the region with our brand of hospitality and tourism, really a unique way to amplify service and attract guests from further out.
Well, there is a measure of coolness to be the home of a Hard Rock Cafe and a Hard Rock Casino. And it'll be just one more thing to bring people into greater Cincinnati. Can't wait to see it. And I know it'll be exciting for the city, for the region, and especially for you, George Goldhoff, president of the soon-to-be Hard Rock Casino. George, thank you so much for being with us.
Thanks, Betsy. Have a great day.
You too.